ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of the Mike and Mike Show, Supernatural Saturday. Okay, starting off, thank you so much to the new subscribers. We gained a couple of new subscribers over the past few days. Thank you all so much for subscribing. Thank you for watching the videos, liking the videos, and putting us out there. You don't know how much we appreciate it. Now, going on with that, I am trying to keep a pretty decent schedule. Of course, first part of the week I was sick, down, croupy, that kind of thing. Still ain't completely got over it, but good enough to make a video, I think. So if I start coughing during the video or whatever, bear with me. I'm just trying to get through it, and we'll get through it together, okay? Now, this episode we're going to start Season 2. Season 2 of Supernatural. This season was also very specific. Very important, in just like the first one. This one, it leads more into what we found out from the last season, that apparently this demon that Sam and Dean and the family have been after, that killed their mother and killed Jess, is very, very powerful. So we're still on the trail of that demon. We met a new character, Bobby Singer. We met him last season. So they left it with a really, really big cliffhanger. I mean, that cliffhanger was something else. But anyways, my first two favorite episodes of season 2, of course, is going to be the very first episode of season 2, called "In My Time of Dying." Now, in this episode, we have Lindsay McKeon, who plays Tessa, and y'all may know her from Saved by the Bell, the new class, or the series What Doesn't Kill You. And this episode also includes Frederick Lane, who plays Azazel, and he was in Men in Black and Dark Knight Rises. Now, Tessa plays a reaper who is reaping at a hospital. Now, in the last season, it ended with the boys in the crash, and the boys and their dad in that car crash. So this episode starts off with the hospital. Sam and Dean and their dad being transported to the hospital. Dean's unconscious. Their dad is awake. Sam is up and walking around. But throughout the episode, we find out that Dean is suffering from some kind of edema in his brain, and he is kind of like in a comatose state. And Tessa, the Reaper, is trying to reap Dean. So Dean is hunting while being in a coma and trying to communicate with Sam to let him know what's going on, while his dad and Sam are arguing over, what happened last season. You should have killed the demon and all this stuff, and they're butting heads quite a bit, just like they did before. So this episode, it plays a lot into the family aspect of the show. Family squabbles, the love, being aggravated with each other at times and working through it, that kind of thing. But it also plays a very special part because Azazel shows up in the episode, which is being played by, of course, as I said, Frederick Lane, who is the yellow-eyed demon that they've been hunting. And this sets up the theme for the entire season, the entire second season of the show, just in this one episode. So it's a really good episode. It's well directed, well acted. Frederick Lane is awesome as the yellow-eyed demon. Tessa does good as the Reaper. If I'm not mistaken, that's not the last time we see her either in the show. So let's get into some clips from In My Time of Dying, Supernatural, Episode 1, Season 2.
Tell me you can freaking hear me, man. There's something in the hospital. Now you gotta bring me back and we gotta hunt this thing. Sam!
You're quiet.
Think it wouldn't find out?
What are you talking about?
That stuff from Bobby, you don't use it to ward off a demon, you use it to summon one. You're planning on bringing the demon here, aren't you? Having some stupid macho showdown.
I have a plan, Sam.
That's exactly my point. Dean is dying, and you have a plan. You know what? You care more about killing this demon than you saving your own soul.
Do not tell me how I feel. I am doing this for Dean.
How? How is revenge gonna help him? You're not thinking about anybody but yourself. It's the same selfish obsession.
It's funny, you know what? I thought this was your obsession too. This demon killed your mother, killed your girlfriend. You begged me to be part of this hunt. Now, if you killed that damn thing when you had the chance, none of this would have happened.
It was possessing you, Dad. I would have killed you too.
Yeah, and your brother would be awake right now.
Shut up, both of
Go
you!
to hell.
Oh, you know what? I should have never taken you along in the first place. I knew it was a mistake.
I said
knew
shut up! Dude, I full on Swayze that mother.
We'll give you the Colt and the bullet. But you gotta help Dean. You gotta bring him back.
You know the truth, right? About Sammy, the other children.
Yeah. I've known for a while.
But Sam doesn't, does he? You've been playing dumb.
Can you bring Dean back? Yes or no?
No. But I know someone who can. There's something else I want. As much as that gun.
I just want you to know that I am so proud of you.
Is really you talking?
Yeah, it's really me.
Why are you saying this stuff?
I want you to watch out for Sammy, okay?
Yeah, Dad, you know I will. You're scaring me.
Don't be scared, Dean. Okay. Dad.
No,
it's our dad. It's our dad.
Bagging off things.
Okay, let's try again and amp that speed, please.
Come on.
Pushing up. In.
Okay, stop compression.
Up. Spike. Still no pulse.
Okay, that's it, everybody. I'll call it. Time of death, 10:41 a.m.
Okay, there you go. Now, as I said, this was a very, very powerful, very, very heartfelt episode. But like I said, it lays down the groundwork for the entire season, the second season. You have, the family squabbles, the issues with trying to kill Azazel, getting revenge for the mother and their mother and Tess. This episode, it really showed, despite all the arguments and the squabbles between Sam and his dad, they still loved each other. John made the decision to sacrifice himself for Dean, but also told Dean a secret that we don't even know what he said, but whatever it was pretty much a shock to Dean to hear his dad say whatever it was. So there's family, there's love, there's respect, there's that family feeling, but there are secrets. There's a lot of secrets kept in this show. Secrets that are damaging, very damaging to the characters. So you might as well get prepared for that. The scene of between John Winchester and Dean, when he was telling Dean, you've sacrificed so much for this family. You grew up before you were really supposed to. I put that on you. I'm sorry. That whole scene was just so well done. And this, like I said, this is not unnormal for this show. This whole show, through all the seasons, all the episodes were good. Okay, there was a couple that some people didn't like. Of course, there always is. But as far as like the acting and the story and and all that, it's an incredible show. I was really happy with this episode. That's why it's one of my favorite ones, because it not only shows you the depth that the family will go to reach their goal, it also shows that no matter what happens, they are a family. So yeah, that was a really good episode. So now we have other things that are going to come out in season 2 that we will talk about later on, like the secret that John told Dean that Sam doesn't know. We find out more of what the demon claims to have had plans for Sam and other kids. We find more out about that. So, we've got a lot to unpack as we go through season 2. Now, the next episode that I want to talk about, which is one of my another one of my favorites. Let me turn my notes over here so I don't get distracted and start talking about the same one we just discussed. Now, this episode, this is going to be, it's not always going to come this way. Sometimes they'll fall together, sometimes they won't. But this is season 2, episode 2. And it's called Everybody Loves a Clown. Now, one of the reasons why I love this episode is because we get introduced to 3 new characters. Last season, we got introduced into Bobby, but we didn't meet him until the next to last episode of the season. This season, we're starting out with 3 new characters and right in the second episode of the season. This episode, we get to meet Joe and Ellen Harville. Now, Ellen is the mother, Joe's the daughter, and they run a roadhouse, that other hunters like to frequent, and they share information and that kind of thing. Ash, who is, I believe, one of the patrons that stays at the bar, he is also, he's not only a party guy, as you'll see in the clips, but he's also a very smart guy. And he ends up helping the boys out in a big way. So, we get introduced to 3 new characters. On this, when Sam and Dean first realize that who Joe is, they get I think it's a message on their dad's phone. So they decide to find out who this woman is and how she knew their dad. So they go to find her, and then when they find her, that's when they meet Joe, Ellen, and Ash. And since they know that Joe knows their dad, they ask her for help, which she says they can't, but Ash can. So, now we have these 3 new characters. Now, while they're there talking about them getting help, they decide to take on a case that that Ellen has said she was going to give to somebody else, but decides to give it to the boys. And it happens to be about a killer demonic clown. Now we find out that Sam is afraid of clowns. So this is adding a little bit of fun into this episode, considering all the damaging, all the sad stuff that's happened up to this point. So you have to, they not only have to find this clown, they have to join a carnival. They have to get a job at the carnival so they can look for clues to find out who the clown is and that kind of thing, and find out how to stop it and how to kill it. This was a very good episode. It also played into the story of the entire season, as far as getting Ash to help find the yellow-eyed demon. So you've got that in there. Plus, it's kind of a monster of the week type episode, which is great. We haven't had one of those in a couple episodes, so was a nice turn, a nice change, sort of. So, with that being said, let's get into some clips from Season 2, Episode 2, Everybody Loves a Clown.
Oh, God, please let that be a rifle.
No, I'm just real happy to see you. Don't move.
I'm moving, copy that. You should know something, miss. When you put a rifle on someone, you don't want to put it right against their back, because it makes it real easy to do. That. Sam! Need some help in here. Can't see. Can't even see.
Sorry, Dean. Can't right now. I'm, a little tied up.
Sam? Dean? Winchester?
Yeah?
Son of a bitch.
Mom, you know these guys?
Yeah, I think these are John Winchester's boys. Hey, I'm Ellen. It's my daughter, Jo.
Hey.
You're not gonna hit me again, are you?
We could use all the help we can get.
Well, we can't. But Ash will.
Who's Ash?
Ash?
What? Closing time.
That's Ash?
He's a genius.
You gotta be kidding me. This guy's no genius. The Leonard Skinner roadie.
I like you.
Thanks.
Just give him a chance.
All right. This stuff's about a year's worth of our dad's work, so, let's see what you make of it.
Come on. This crap ain't real. Ain't nobody can track a demon like this.
My dad could.
These are non-parametric statistical overviews. Cross-spectrum correlations. I mean... Damn! There's signs. Omens. If you can track them, you can track this demon. You know, like crop failures, electrical storms. You ever been struck by lightning? It ain't fun.
Can you track it or not?
Yeah, with this, I think so. But it's gonna take time. Give me 51 hours.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
By the way, I, dig the haircut.
all business up front, party in the back.
right, now as I said, this episode it introduces 3 new characters. You have, like I said, you have Jo Harville, played by Alana Tail, and she was also in Broken City and done some episodes for the show Veronica Mars. And then it has Samantha Ferris as Ellen, who played in the movie Tall Man and the show 4400. And it also has Chad Lindberg, who played Ash, and everybody knows Ash if you're a fan of Fast and the Furious and the movie October Sky. Now, this episode not only deals with trying to find the yellow-eyed demon, it deals with the demonic clown, but it also deals with the way Sam and Dean are dealing with the death of their father from the last episode, from season 1, or from season 2, I'm sorry, the first episode. They deal with it in different ways, which sometimes, everybody deals with stuff in different ways. Some talk about it, some don't talk about it, and it eats away at them. But this episode deals with how they're dealing with their dad's death and how they're trying to get through it. Dean tries to get through, work through things while trying to fix the Impala. They still have the Impala, which is, I love that car. So they both try to deal with it in their own way, and they butt heads at some point, but you got to understand, and at the end of the episode, they do realize that they're both trying to work through it. Whether Dean wants to admit it or not, he is having a hard time dealing with it. So, it's a very multi-directional episode, as I like to call it, because the show goes in all 3 different directions, because it deals with 3 different aspects of the story. So, you have that. This series does an awesome job at doing things like that. It's a very, very good episode, which is why it is one of my favorites, because we get introduced to Sam, Ellen, Jo, and Ash, and this is not the last time we see them, thank God. They become recurring characters in the show as we move forward. But this all leads to a very, very climactic ending to the season, which we will get to that eventually. But, like I said before in last episode, in last shows, if you have not watched this show, you need to sit down and start watching this show. You will love it. I guarantee you will love it. Now, I will say that I am going to start putting up a warning at the start of the videos about this containing spoilers, because it is so hard to review your favorite episodes of the show without spilling some knowledge. So I don't want to ruin any kind of a surprise or anything for anyone that has not watched the show yet or has not watched the episodes that we discuss. And I'm sorry if I have already, but from now on, I'm going to put up a warning saying that it does contain spoilers, because I don't want to ruin the fun for anyone. I just want to go through and just shoot my little spiel about some of my favorite episodes from the show, because I love the show so much. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this show as much as I did. I hope you've watched it already. If you haven't, I hope this makes you decide to start watching it, because I guarantee you will not be disappointed if you do. So, with that being said, now, like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to try to get back on somewhat of a schedule. So, the next video will be on Monday. And what the topic will be, I have no idea. I just kind of play it as it goes. So, the only thing that I know that is reoccurring is the Saturday episodes, and it's always going to be, for right now, Supernatural Saturday, until we get through all this stuff. But Mondays will be a different episode going forward. So hopefully we will see you guys again starting on Monday and get back on a regular schedule. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content. Please like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends about us and get us out there. And until Monday, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye-bye. Bye.